welcome back to the channel. So today it's gonna be a fun look. You probably already saw the b-roll, but yeah, I'm really excited for today's video. I wanted to do a ball cap version, but this year we're not gonna do that. I had another idea in mind that popped. I'm also gonna do the body painting of what he's wearing usually, which I think is gonna take a few minutes, but it's okay. I think I may have lunch first. Anyway, I hope you guys are loving this Halloween series so far. I'm really excited. So far, I'm like more than halfway film. I think next year I'm gonna have a black drop, because this line is giving me anxiety, especially when I edit. I hope you guys will love this tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm doing a series of 31 makeup in 31 days this year. So tell me in the comments, what are you looking for the most right now in the month of October? And yeah, I hope you guys love this tutorial. And I will stop talking and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so switching up to voiceover, the first thing I'm gonna do is lay some stick glue on my brows, and then I'm going in with some translucent powder. Just make sure the glue is really dry before going in with that. Then we're gonna wait 30 seconds and we're gonna apply a stick foundation. I'm using the Wet n Wild one because I really like it for this look. And then I'm gonna go back again with some translucent powder and we're gonna wait again, and we're gonna bake that just to make sure that it's completely covered. You can also go with like a corrector to correct the dark hair, but I'm gonna go back in a few seconds, so don't mind me. I'm going again with some white paint all over my face, and we're gonna cover our brows using a oil-based white paint. I'm gonna link it down below if I can find it. I don't remember which one I used, but yeah. Then we're gonna go back with some black eyeshadow. I'm doing this weird shaping black smoky eye, but it's not really a smoky eye because I really want to make it look like clownish, and I'm gonna blend that out super wild, just so it looks more like the hit clown, you know, because that's pretty much the makeup we're doing right now. Then I'm going in doing the brows with a really nice precise brush, and you know, fix your mistakes, go back and forth. Then I'm going back with some white paints to really create the arch of my brows, and going back a little bit with some black eyeshadow to smoke out my lower lash line, and we're going to drag down a little bit to make it look even more like a clown. So I took a wider brush to blend it even more, and then we're gonna do the lips. So I'm using the Urban Decay lip liner. I love these lip liners, and also the lip that I'm gonna use is insane. So totally recommend them. I'm gonna link them. Yeah. And yeah, more blending because it's never enough. Blend, blend, blend. Always blend. Okay, this is the lipstick. These are the new Urban Decay liquid lipstick. They are insane. Like, I want all the shades. If Urban Decay is listening to this, please, these are amazing. They are so, like, I've never seen a lipstick that lasts even when you eat. And I mean, like, they usually say that they are, but they're not. So anyway, I use that everywhere because I like the shade so much, especially to do the lines of Pennywise, and also linking the lines to the brows as well. I'm also going to do my nose, but I'm going to add a little bit more of a like darker reddish tone, like, you know, to make it look a little bit more like a clown. How many times did I say more? I don't know. Okay, moving on to body painting, which is my favorite part. This one was tricky, guys, because I did not decide to do one layer. I literally decided to do 5. I don't know why I do that to myself, but anyway. So I first started by drawing everything with a beige eyeliner, and then like wooden eyeliner, and then I went in and started with some white, but changed my mind and decided to do all the negative spaces with some black eyeshadow, and also I think a little bit of the MAC paint palette, so a little bit of oil-based paint, but more of on the dry side. The MAC palette is really amazing. I'm gonna link it down below because I know it's still available and I really like it, like really, really, really like it. So I'm creating all the shadow, and then I'm gonna go back with the highlight. So you really want to take your time with this because it's a process, and yeah. I would also recommend using a bigger mirror if you really want to do like the little details, because I feel like I got lost a little bit with the tiny mirror, and you will see why in a few minutes. So anyway, that being said, doing 5 layers was a lot, but it was worth it. It took me 6 hours, and I still like it. So after doing all the negative spaces and scratching my eyeballs, I'm gonna go back with some black, but this time I think it's more like a painty, like a more oil-based paint to even go deeper into the shadows and like the layers. Then I'm gonna go back with some white to create the highlight. So everywhere that the lights touch, that you will think that the light touch actually. I think my next one is gonna be a little bit more of like less squarey, if that makes sense, and more like a like how do you call this? Like textury, and also like, yeah, just less squared. I think it's gonna look better, but you know, it's all about practice and illusions, and it's a lot. I didn't thought it was, you know, I know, I actually no, I did thought it was gonna be a lot. So at the end, I really thought that it was a little bit too dark and that I went a little bit too overboard with the black shadows. So you will see me remove a little bit with a makeup wipes and start over, just because I didn't want to start the entire makeup over, and I was like, you know what, let me find a way to fix it. So that's what I did. And sometimes just changing my mind and like creating or like doing makeup on another area of the makeup really helps me get back into the groove at the other part that is, you know, bothering me. So I did the lines for the rest of the costume, meaning the puffy sleeve and the actual like costume. And then also, I don't know what I was doing, but a brush in my mouth is always nice. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I went in with a little bit of a gray paint, and I was really worried I was running out of the white paint. So this is just so funny because I was really stressed. You cannot miss like having the paint while doing the looks, because you cannot go to the store like this. I mean, maybe I should go to the store like this. That could be fun. Anyway, so I went back with I added a lot of the white, which created a gray because of the black, you know, underneath. And then I went back with the black to create more of a shadow at the end. And I think that's where I missed the part where like the highlight is on like the um the top, and like the shadow is at the bottom, if that makes sense. So like the near my neck is where the shadow is. I'm not making any fucking sense. I cannot talk. I don't know why. I have a headache. I'm sorry. I think you get what I mean, but I feel like, yeah, the highlight is always at the like on the edge, you know, and the shadow is underneath. So, yeah, that's better explained. See, I got it. I got it. So, anyway, there's a lot of the part that you don't see because my camera was, you know, weird settings. We're gonna fix that. I promise. I want to do my entire new makeup studio when I go back, so I'm really excited. And I will bring you guys along if you want to. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, I added some white to the rest of the costume to create, again, more of the puffy sleeve and the puffy costume type material. And I'm going to go back with a little bit of black to create more like defined shadows. But to give you an idea, I feel like the first line of the neck is really like perfect, but I'm gonna go back and finish the rest. It's a process, guys. Like I said, it took me 6 hours. So anyway, that's the costume. It's so nice to see. Anyway, I added a little bit more of the white on certain areas, like I said, to make it more like highlighted in certain areas. And I'm also gonna add the texture that I really wanted to create more of a like, you know, fabric texture. So adding a little bit of the white where on the missing spot, and then we're gonna go back with a little bit of black eyeshadow to create more texture and more shadows and more of a 3D effects. So yeah, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm not doing the actually the same thing. So in certain areas, I really wanted to create a little bit more of a highlight and make it more like 3D again and less like squared and more like rounded on certain areas again. And I feel like the more I highlight, the more shadows, the better the 3D. Also, using your fingers is a really great idea because you really get to blend and create an actual like texture of like porish texture of like fabric that you will normally have if it wasn't painted. And I really like that little spot, you know, where my hands is, like that side is really like, oh, to die for. So you take the wins, and I'm sure in like few years, this is gonna be insane. I am usually not the one giving myself compliments, but I do feel like I step up my game since the black and white clown. So I hope that inspires you to try new things and practice, because you never know what you're gonna get out of it. It took me like 1 year to finally like sit down and created this look, and you never know how it will turn out. So anyway, I added a few little final touches on everything, and that is it. I hope you guys like this tutorial as much as I do. I hope it inspires you. And yeah, don't forget to put your wig. Leave a comment down below of the color of your wig so I know, you know, you made it to the end of the video. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.